Hello everyone, we're back at it again with discussion 2, continuing off where we kind of left off with the trends and everything. But this time we're going to be focusing a little bit more about KPI, which is right here, key performance indicators. Um, Throughout this whole chapter, it really talks about what key performance indicator is. I'm just going to say KPI for short. Um, Pretty much it's not raw numbers. It does involve raw numbers and a bunch of other numerical other stuff to make data and make use of. Um, so like right here, and sorry if I sound a little different. I'm still recovering from the flu, but right here, this is a good guideline. It seems like a good trend to be following for your KPI or determining your KPI. So be hierarchical, be focused, be open to suggestions and all that. Um, I think it's a really good advice here with these three. Um, and then there's also some examples or scenarios of how KPI should be used. Reading through these, I think I kind of understand a little bit more, but I think I would still need to continue learning more about what KPI is because I'm still a little confused on what exactly it it truly is. But from what I get, it's pretty much collecting data just like an analytic way and making use of it to see what you need to improve on and whatnot. So it seems to be very useful for businesses. And it's also mentioned don't make a long list of KPI. Make sure it's nice, short, can summarize to the point. You can have a handful of stuff on it of metrics, I should say, but not so much. Other than that, though, the next thing to talk about are dashboards, and I've used dashboards many times, especially for one of my courses, Enterprise Technology. Uh, you're gonna be needing dashboards a lot. These dashboards are really helpful because dashboards allow you to look at specific data that's been collected and whatnot. Onto with like the next page, it tells you about different widgets, and widgets are just pretty much tools that you'll be using with that dashboards, and such widgets can include like metric, timeline, geomap, table, pie, bar, other stuff, counter, timeline, map, table. And this is all helpful because dashboards will help you collect data really quick, and it's kind of just like right there for you to see. So it's very useful. A lot of companies use it because they just want to get to the point and see where the data is at, and that's what dashboards are or that's what dashboards' main jobs are really meant to do is to get to the point just to see the data. And so we go on like a little more further into the book itself. You can also with Google Analytics, you can get this thing called custom alerts, and depending on your settings, you can kind of set it around to get these automatic alerts to you depending on what you set it to. And I think that's really useful. It's definitely gonna become handful when you're working for a big org. Aside from that, here on page 211, um, real time. This is definitely something that should really be looked into. It seems to be really trendful because this allows you to look at or this allows you to report to you to see what is currently happening to your website right now, like who's interacting on it, who's looking at stuff, who's maybe even shopping if you're on that kind of site and whatnot. If you're reading, it's going to tell you who is exactly on it right now, doing any active activity on it. And this is really helpful. And it tells a lot because people will continue to keep coming to your site and whatnot, and you know what to improve on, you know what data is needed and whatnot. But that's all for now. That is the second week of the trends or discussion two. Thank you for listening. I hope to hear back from you guys soon.